by far one of the best teams going around at the moment, and it is a pain to deal with, and it's entirely possible due to the DN with the Tarmiel Grace, and that is this team here, pretty much chucking 3 of the highest CC characters in the game in the front, and I mean they all just work absolute wonders in their own rights. The Meliodas and Demon Lord Rimmer are both insane DPS characters. I've got the melee on the HP defense gear just because like I feel like we still have the passive, so we got the first part of that and the second half with the defense, and I don't know, the Pierce card, the Pierce AoE will still do very good damage despite not having a crazy high attack stat, or don't even really have to worry about the 2 or 3 star cards. But the Rimmer, unfortunately no HP defense set for Rimmer. I do feel like making one sometime in the near future, but we are rocking the attack crit set. And then DN, I mean, unfortunately my Tarmiel is only 2-6, so missing out on quite a few of her stats, but she is also only 2-6, so once again, 1,000 or so CC missing there, but she still does absolute wonders. The taunt is by far the biggest part, and the second you build her up fully with the Grey buffs, she is an absolute menace. But we are of course rocking the Barn in the back. We could probably use some other characters, but this Barn just does so well, and with me going 3 rotations now on the Freya banner, we have him 5-6. So, I mean, the Freya summons weren't the most successful thing in the world. 3 rotations and 5-6, still not 6-6, so just scraping by. I really need it done for the, if you guys are trying to beat the 3rd floor of the new Skull and Hardy, you'll know what I mean, but this is the team we're using today, and let's jump right into it. And you'll see this team in top PvP a awful lot, and that as well with the Ult Rush team. I know, I just feel like this one is a whole lot more fun than the Ult Rush team. It's such a scummy alternative, I feel. And a nice strong start with the Insta Forfeit. Quite a scary team, especially if we get at CC'd. Although the Demon Lord Rimmer is super scary, I am going to take out the Merlin first. The second we let her live, she starts getting those attack disables out. There is nothing we can do. I might even go for this, even though we might be losing a little bit of damage. It just guarantees us the kill on the Merlin. Look at that damage, just no crits, and she's still going absolutely crazy. That'll also get the second part of the melee passive to start building up. Just missed out, but as long as we get another Infect card, we're guaranteed the kill. I'm pretty confident Rimmer will kill anyway. Ever since their character's release, I have not been able to get enough of them. Such a well-designed character, and I have heard there are leaks of us getting a Chandler with the exact same kit. I know there's going to be a couple people unhappy about that because it's just a copy and paste of a character, but there's going to be a whole lot of people that weren't given the option to get Rimuru, and that is perfect for them because definitely not a character you want to miss out on by any means. Let's go for the... We could go for the Rimuru Ultimate. The Gotha has enough ult gauge to... why not? We'll merge that one there, get the DN Ultimate. Not super strong because we only have the 2-6, but it will at least make him think about disabling it, and then we can start throwing off some of our other cards, pick off some of his other allies. But if you guys have any team suggestions, by all means let me know in the comments section down below. And with the next week as well being with the new Summer DN, don't get me wrong, she looks like a super cool character, and I can see her working in a couple of teams. Her primary purpose is of course for the original demons, so if you're not using her there, she's not going to be super viable in any other content. Let's see if we can finish off the Rimmer. The Rimmer has block anyways, so wouldn't need to worry about the ultimate a ton. Actually, yeah, if we go like this, I feel like that's going to be just shy of killing. I want to go for the double single target again. I would love to be able to 6-6 my DN. Having 2-6 is actually killing me. Can't use her for... She's still viable in PvE content, but the ult just doesn't hit the same. And I definitely could have got away with using the Infect card. I wasn't too sure how much faith I wanted to put in the DN, but that's Rimuru dead, and at that point you don't really stand a chance. You can see the DN is getting fairly low. That's just because the amount of CC and, well, the amount of CC, HP, and defense she's missing is so much larger. You really need to have a unit 6-6 if you're wanting to use them as an association. I feel like sometimes with the Grace there are certain circumstances, like the one we're in right now, where it can be better having the actual Grace effect and having them at 1-6 losing all those stats, but I don't know, man. If it wasn't for the video of me trying to show how broken DN was with the actual Grace, I would definitely use like a King Association or something because he's 6-6. Also find it absolutely hilarious that everyone's been complaining about the new Skull and Hardy being far too difficult and far too RNG based, especially with the freeze mechanic they get in some of the phases. And then Netmarble have the absolute genius idea to go ahead and nerf Deer again. At this point, Deer is probably the easiest demonic beast battle we've got. Granted, look, some of the holy relics from there aren't the greatest, but dude, it is so... And the fact that there isn't as many different mechanics as there is to the bird, the Deer is pretty much the same thing throughout the first, second, and third floor, just you're gaining the extra passives, and There's a couple stat increases, stuff like that along the way, but at this point it is by far, well, I wouldn't say by far, but definitely the easiest demonic beast battle we've got. Let's go for, Easy could easily remove our ultimate if we want to go for that. I think I might just chuck out the Pierce card. We'll want to save the Infect card until after the Breath of Bless, because I can imagine he's going to use that in this next turn, and then we can kind of go from there. Also want to do that on the turn where we're trying to kill Dian, stop the, yeah. Oh, it looks like he has the blue Tarmiel Grace, so we might be fine just to go full send on Dian, get rid of her in one of these turns. Very close to that Margaret ultimate. The Margaret will, even on HP defense, the Sever single target will 100% get us killed. Get a little bit of a full heal after this turn as well. Will you go for the Breath of Bless in this one? You might save it for the next one. Okay, yeah, goes for the Liz. Still feel like this Liz needs to be a little bit stronger. She just doesn't stand up to what we've got in the game currently. Yeah, why not? 1, 2, and 3 get the melee ultimate. So she's 100% forced to go for melee now. DM won't get the heal because it's the blue Tarmiel. Perfect. Go for the 2-star. Oh my god, melee doing no damage? I mean, I know he's on HP defense, but still... Oh no. Not looking good for your hero. We didn't have another taunt either. Oh, Dian still got his up. Perfect. I thought I was going to finish in that turn, so... Got melee ultimate. Melee is 5 out of 6. Not the 6/6, unfortunately, but... Who knows? Dian could be able to tank this one. I don't have the highest hopes in her, but we'll see. Looks like he has the Dian single target coming out anyways, so if he manages to kill the Dian, he can just remove the melee ultimate. Come on, please, Dian. You know you've got this, right? Right? Yeah, we weren't anywhere close on that one. And there's the ultimate. I mean, we had the block effect on us anyway, so we're gonna miss out on a whole lot of damage. And Dian's back to full HP. This is the Oprush team I was talking about. That is just this. I'm not a fan. Everyone's got block on them. There's nothing we can do here. And oh, would you look at that? We actually get a mirror match, getting the RCC. Could we maybe try and focus on, not with the extra taunt? Do we maybe want to try kill someone else right out the gate? Who would we have a better chance of killing? I think Rimuru might have a little bit less HP than the Meliodas does. Yeah, we'll go for his Rimuru. That'll remove the Infect as well for us, which would be very good. I'm not going to put up the taunt right off the bat because I'd rather get that Infect down and kind of ensure we get the kill. Oh, disregard Rimuru. This unit is so good. The Pierce effect is so amazing, and I also find it crazy that you can still see the OG Valenti in certain team comps. It's not the most common thing in the world because not a lot of people would have it built, especially nowadays. There are a whole lot more viable options, but the two strongest DPS units in the game, Trader Melee and Rimuru, both have a Pierce card, so not only just hindering all of their stats by lowering their Pierce, but completely deactivating those two cards is a very strong option. I remember when the Rimuru came out, there was so many of those full resistance comps going around just because, I mean, obviously everyone was trying to use the new fun toy, so you could just cancel out all of their fun. What do we want to go for here? We could rush a melee ult, might be a good option, but not gonna have enough cards to put up the taunt then. Definitely want to put up a taunt of our own. I think going for that there, we'll maximize the card draw, get the Dian a little bit low. I'm not too worried about the Escanor coming to the front. Dian will easily be able to tank that, and I doubt he'll be able to get a crit on her. 100,000, nice and low. And there, so another blue Tarmiel, which is good for us. Those Pierce cards. Oh, we could definitely get melee low. I don't know about killing him though. Maybe on the attack crit set, but not HP defense. Look at that Dian just soaking up all that damage. Changing back to one of the old school costumes as well. I feel like I've been using the Hawk Pass one and her sports one as well. I'm a big fan of the one that came out with this melee skin here. Here's the block effect on him there, so we don't really have to worry about it. Why not? Go for that there. I feel like that'll be able to finish off the Dian, and then at that point we'll be in, ooh, 200,000 from the boy melee. Do we... I was thinking maybe we could have gotten a lot closer to killing Escanor, but disregard. Melee has a block on him. There's no debuff removal on this team, so it's a very strong ultimate. One of the few cards in the game that actually has the cleave effect, but I know removing that will he still be able to get the deed done? Yeah, look. We win that one easy. And what do we have here? Our first Barn team of the video. I feel like we'll do pretty good against the Barn team. a lot of single target cards, which is annoying because the Arthur's definitely going to have Holy Relic. Thinking this here, the Taunt isn't going to do a crazy amount for us because every single card they have, besides the Terry Ultra Reduction card, is going to be an AoE card. If we can get Barn nice and low before he starts getting all of the regeneration in from the gift and that kind of stuff, maybe we just get lucky in the next turn, get a couple Pierce cards, maybe another Infect. I doubt that'll be enough to finish him off though. Yeah, we can't rush any melee ultimates or anything like that. You could also use this comp with a Merlin in the back, go for the whole kind of ult rushy thing, but I don't know, you also get the extra stats for Rimmer because of the Holy Relic, the Unknown buff. Is bro not using the Nameless Dance? Oh, okay, I'm guessing it's a bot because of that play, but I'll gladly take out the Barn, and at that point, don't get me wrong, it is pretty much the Terry team. Terry does so much for the team, it's insane. Is Melee actually not going to kill Barn? Oh no, the PS cards will surely come in clutch, right? Okay, perfect. Although although Terry is insanely powerful, there's none awful. You know, unless you have him 6/6, maybe you can still get the job done without Barn, but you still need Barn. It's crazy how that unit just hasn't aged from the day he released him. With such an early release of a Holy Relic, if you look what they did with Escanors, it's hot garbage. Barn's holding up, that's for sure. I can't think of any units that'll work better in this team. They all just synergize so well. That's why they're still staying so relevant to this day. Yeah, we'll go for the safe bet. Go for the ult reduction, and then this one's gonna get dragged out, so go on to the next match. And our final opponent, a Ludo team. Gotta love the Ludo teams. Unfortunately, the out CC, so it's always unfortunate as well if you're rocking the Ludo team and you get out CC'd. It is pretty much an instant win for the opponent, but we 100%, we always respect when people are rocking the Ludo. Let's go for this here and we'll put up the DN taunt, but yeah, if you guys have made it this far to the video, by all means, leave a like on the video, because, I mean, you've made it this far, you clearly like what you see. It really means a lot, helps out the channel, of course, but we're getting real close to the 1,100 mark, which is actually insane. I still can't even believe we made it this far. It is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Other than that, there's not like a crazy amount of milestones, still just working away. The 2,000 feels like such a long way away at this point, but hey, who knows, we'll get there one day, that's for sure. I still am looking into the new mic as well. Sometime within the next couple of weeks, hopefully we'll get that one ordered and that'll arrive, but super excited for that one, that's for sure. I've been using the Blue Yeti for as long as I can remember at this point. Let's get rid of melee. We can just keep Ludo on the field for as long as possible. His cards don't have a crazy amount of value, then we can just kind of cleave this next turn with all the PS cards, but there we go. I really wish there was some kind of, oh, I know I'll say there's no PvE content in this game. We have the Skull and Hardy, but man, that content has honestly been such a big turn off for the game for me, because although the Demonic Beast battles are always going to be the hardest content, well, we may get a harder content one day, but at this point, the current hardest content we have, and the Deer and Bird on release felt a lot less RNG dependent. I don't know, we didn't have a crazy amount of people beat the Bird, third floor when initially released, and I know there's quite a few people now that have beat the third floor of Skull and Hardy, but man, I'm not a fan of it, that's for sure, and I will always say that that's the best content we have. I feel like PvE content as well is a massively important thing, and although I don't showcase a whole lot of PvE content on the channel, we usually stick to the PvP side of things. I don't know, I definitely enjoy my PvE kind of stuff. Some of my favorite games of all time, just PvE games, you know, kind of these story games, all that kind of stuff, but that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button, subscribe, really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.